Elamaha, a warm welcome to everybody. And we will speak today in this live stream about the lunar eclipse, what will happen on March the 3rd. And we can already see what is happening today with the war beginning. So let's take a deeper look what this really means on an energetic level. And a lot is culminating right now, you might also know. So, and if you are interested in learning more about the update for March, I already made my astrological update, so check it out. I also made a mediumistic video, so you can watch both. They are both very unique, so you can use it for yourself. So, okay, let's start. What will happen on March the 3rd? But we have to understand the eclipse energy is nothing that happens on one day. And often something happens before or after the eclipse, but it is connected to the theme that the eclipse brings to the forefront. We had a solar eclipse nearly 2 weeks ago. And this was a strong solar eclipse, and I spoke about all the issues. And now they are coming more to the fruition with the lunar eclipse that is happening in 3 days. And this lunar eclipse happens in the sign of Leo, in the axis of Aquarius and Leo. This is the power axis, you can say. And everything that is showing up right now that is connected to power, to leadership, and to our government is connected with this axis. And just I have to drink something. And so we will dive deeper into this axis right now. And in Germany, the eclipse happens in the middle of the day, but we cannot see it here. But in North America and in Middle Central America, the lunar eclipse will be visible. And it will be visible as a red moon, you can say, and a blood moon, we also say. And also over the Pacific and East Asia, Australia, New Zealand. And for the countries who can watch this spectacle on the sky, for those countries, it's always more important. This is also important to understand. And and so let's take a deeper look. The lunar eclipse happens in the sign of Leo, and it is connected with the lower lunar node, Ketu. And in Leo, it is all about leadership. It is about the king. And I spoke about also in my astrological update that the kings fall from the throne with these energies. So we will see how it will play out. And we can already see it with the Epstein clan, you can say, that there is a lot going on, and it is like a fall down, you can say. So this is very important. This is the main topic of this eclipse. And we already see what is happening right now with this war, and the people do not like to have war, and they don't see the need for this war with Iran. And so I think there will be some consequences. And we already had this conjunction of Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. And speaks also about karmic topics that now we experience a kind of a reality check. And so lies and this kind of deception, it does not work really good anymore, because the people, they are awakening, because those energies, they also speak about this. I speak about it so often that we see through the lies, and we truth is not something that somebody tells you. Truth is something you can feel inside of you. And the more conscious you are, you feel what is true, what is your true. And so this is very important. So the kings will fall. This is a main topic with this lunar eclipse. And this also means on a personal level, it speaks about the ego structure. So everything that is created as a false identity, created by others or created for others, that does not really work good with those energies. It means it is about authenticity, to be really connected to your true essence. Everything else feels like fake. So this is a main topic of this lunar eclipse. And let go of old pride. That does not work anymore. And you can say eclipse is always a time for correction. And if we do it not on our own, somebody else will show it to us. Very important. And at the same time, when we have this lunar eclipse in Leo, on the other side, in Aquarius, there are a lot of planets. And today in my morning update, I made a little bit a longer version and I didn't use it. But there I spoke also about the possibility that today maybe this war will start. So we see it because today Mars is nearly at 4 degrees, 3 degrees and 50, I think, and has a direct aspect on Uranus in the sign of Taurus. And Uranus is always those unexpected things. It is connected with heaven and something falling from heaven. And so Mars Uranus speaks totally for this aggressive attack from Israel and the United States. So there we can also see that today the energies are highly connected to what we see outside. So you can really see it always, that the stars, what they show us, that is reflected in our society, and in the events that are happening here on Earth. So that totally matches the energies today, what happened there with the start of this war. Very important. And I made already a video about Iran, and there I also spoke about, and also in my monthly update, that for Iran, the sign of Aquarius, where this axis is trembling right now, is the 8th house. So the 8th house speaks about transformation, about serious problems, death and new birth, but a lot of destruction. So this already shows us this strong potential that this could happen. But it's like I always say, it is about humanity, what we are doing with the energies. I just read here, is Iran war a distraction for the Epstein case? Of course, Ployne, it is, of course. What else for Donald Trump? But I think it goes much deeper. Maybe Israel and Netanyahu. Maybe he has some records of Donald Trump with material about abuse, maybe of young woman or something like this. So I think they can blackmail Donald Trump, and so maybe this is a reason why this war started. And yes, it is a distraction, totally, but it will not help. Okay, but let's go on an energetic level, and there it's important. Leo, where the lunar eclipse happens, is always connected to the opposite sign, and this is Aquarius. And there we have the sun, there we have Rahu, there we have Mars, there we have retrograde Mercury when the lunar eclipse happens. Venus is out then. Venus is then in the sign of Pisces, but this is a lot of different energies that are all connected to the lunar eclipse. And it's also about our parties, our political system, you can say. The 11th, the natural 11th house is Aquarius, and this is connected to the system of parties. And I spoke about this several times, that I see a change there in more party, more possible parties. And mainly in the United States, we only have the Republicans and the Democrats. And we see already with the Epstein files that some members of the Democrats and some people of the Republicans, that they built together a team up for truth and to bring to light. So we see there's something happening. Maybe a third party will be created or something like this. Maybe not only a third party, maybe several parties. We will see. But very important. There will be changes. And with those energies right now, it's also about manipulation, that manipulation is no longer tolerated by people that are awakening. And so the old masks must be taken off. And something other, what I see with those energies is also connected to technological attacks, cyber attacks, and power outages. We already experienced outages here in Germany. I spoke about it in my February update, and we already had this in February. We are in February, but I think more can happen in March. So be prepared for this. Yes. And like I told you, Saturn, Neptune, they speak about a reality check that is also very connected to the lunar eclipse. And this means for you on a personal level, it's always important to check in your Vedic horoscope what the sign of Aquarius, which house it is, and also the sign of Leo, which house it is. This speaks about your main axis that is will experience a big shift in more clarity, but it needs that to let go mechanism of control with those energies, and to really connect with the ego, to let go of old pride that is connected to the life themes from those houses. So that's really important. Will Iran lose the war, and will America be hit in the United States? And this is really difficult. We have to understand I can only make an energetic reading about the moment. And the moment speaks a lot just right now about the aggressions, and that we can see that they are playing out. Who will win the war? I think a war can never be, nobody can win a war. A war is always nothing that brings us in a peaceful future, you can say. So what I think about the energies with the war is that the people in the United States, they can see more clearly what is happening and what they do not want. And it creates a field, the opposite of this, those Epstein class wants, you can say. They want to deceive the people and that we think in their way. But this will not happen. The opposite is happening. That we see that the same with Gaza. We see what is happening there. And a lot of people who supported Israel a long time, they now understand maybe I can see it now clearer, the big picture. So this helps us. So I think at the end, the truth and the truth will win, because people are connecting more with their heart and their deeper understanding. And yes, in truth, it is a big power struggle, you can say, what is happening right now. But it helps us to bring more balance and bring the energy and the power back to the people. This is the big result. And that we will become more unified. We will become more unified with those countries and with other religions and other perspectives, because we see that the bigger picture is what us unifies, is the human qualities, about everybody wants to live a good life. Everybody wants to experience love and a good relationship and see how the own children grow up in peace. This we all want. And when you are in Iran, you also want it. Or if you are in Israel, or if you are in the United States or in Germany, we all want it. And those people who are psychological, really not so much connected with their true human essence, we see it more clearly. And yes, maybe if you have too much money, this can create maybe sometimes problems in your brain. So sorry for this. Okay, so really check out your horoscope if you want to know more what this is all about in your life. Every house is connected to a theme, you can say, and so check it out. Let's give Silvia a like. And if you have any question, you can ask me your questions. And sorry if my English is not the best. I would like to have a private reading. How can I contact you? You can send me an email. But you have to understand, I'm not doing a lot of private readings, because for me it is important not only to give you a fish to eat. I will show you how you can catch fishes in your life. So it's more important for me to bring people into their own power. Yes. That's most important for me. Have you ever done a reading on Canada? No, I don't think so. The media here focuses so much on Trump and everyone else, but it's obvious our government has severe corruption. Yeah, I can understand. Yeah, so many governments. It's always the money and the power, and it's never about the people. But it will change right now. All co-creators, you can use the contact form. Yes, thank you very much. It's been hard for the US Leo Lagnas. Yes, that's right. That's hard. That's also for Donald Trump. Okay, it's 1st March here in New Zealand. Wow, Kaylee, so amazing. I love to do this live chat and to connect with you from all over the world. That is really amazing. So I just have some questions, and if you have, could you please tell about Scorpio? Afrin, I can speak a little bit about Scorpio because the ruler of Scorpio is planet Mars. And Mars is now connected with the Sun and with Rahu in the 4th house. This means it is a lot about maybe your blood pressure could be higher than normal. There can be ups and downs in your blood pressure, and maybe waves of heat you can experience, and a lot is going on at home. Maybe some problems with the water system in the house. But also, yes, that something is breaking down. So for Scorpio, it matters because Mars is now really activated. And it's always about aggression. So you have to really look what is happening in your life. Okay, just check it out. Can you help me by answering this? Is there any impact of this planetary arrangement of planet cause any effect on Scorpio? I spoke about. Yes, there is an effect on Scorpio. That's true. Can you tell me if Gemini has any energy coming? Yes, because Holly, planet Jupiter, will turn direct on March the 11th. This is amazing for you. This is a good energy that gives you more optimism and brings luck and happy back into your life. Ayurvedic astrology. Yes. This morning, Canadian government threw the support behind Israel. It's amazing. I cannot understand it. Okay. Can you tell, do you talk about Mahadasha? I'm in Rahu Mahadasha, Venus Antardasha. I have to check your full horoscope. So then I can tell you more. There are some more questions. I'm interested in the years 2029 till 2030. Is the end of humanity imminent? And no, I don't see it. But a lot of change. I see a lot of change, and we will experience first contact. Sorry, it's evening in Germany, and I'm standing up very early every morning. So we will experience first contact, and I don't see the end of humanity. But we also have to understand there are several versions of Earth. So there could be some versions of Earth where they could experience the end of humanity, but not with those versions. I'm connected. And if you are hearing this, then you're probably also not connected to versions that will experience the end of humanity. So there's a lot of hope, and we see now those last days, you can say, maybe the last years of these dark energies, of these extreme dark energies. So that's my experience. Next question. What happens when our pet dies? How can I be sure that it is doing well now? Some pets remain perceivable to their owners even after their death. Why don't I experience this? Is my pet angry with me? No, your pet is never, never angry with you. Pets, they are really connected to a very, very high frequency spiritual realm, you can say, like the realm of the angels. So they come from a very high energy, and they are here to help us to evolve. Oh, so sorry. um, they are here to evolve humanity. So when your pet died, then this means this was the choice of your pet. And this can also help you to understand more that a death is not the end. You can connect with it on a psychic level, and I make a lot of those connections, and you can learn this in my mediumship certification program. You can be part of this, and there we have exercises, and you can learn to connect with your pets, but also maybe your deceased ones. So that's possible. That's no problem. You can learn this, um, and this means your animal loves you deeply, always. But it's time to go further, you can say, and maybe bring a new pet into your life with other aspects that also helps you to understand more of yourself and learn more about to be compassion and to give love. So, hope that helps you. And sorry for my English. Oh. What are the positive transits for Leo Lagnas right now? Ketu in the first and Saturn in the eighth has been a little wide. Yes, but Ketu in the first house is also not so bad. I have in my first house Ketu, nearly my ascendant. And this means it brings more spirituality into your life, more connection to your ancestors. It really helps you to let go everything that is not you, and it helps you to let go a false form of an ego and of old pride that is not really healthy anymore. It helps you to let go what is not healthy. Also, maybe to bring new food patterns into your life, to eat healthier. That's possible. Less food sometimes. So, yes, and with Saturn in the eighth house, I don't see Saturn as so problematic. Yes, Saturn brings sometimes obstacles, but Saturn always helps us to create something new and to let go if you're ready, and to slow down processes. So Saturn can help you to connect more, maybe to to um, your spirituality in a truthful way, you can say. My 2 cats are keeping close to me. Yes, that's fine. Okay, next question. What level of development do we have to reach until we are no longer seen by others because we have become so ethereal? Yes, this is a good question, and I speak for several years about that the worlds are splitting, and this means that our frequency range will go further. The difference will be bigger, and this means that when you are in a high frequency, somebody in a really low frequency will not recognize you anymore. The higher frequency can recognize the lower frequency, but the lower cannot recognize the higher frequency. You can see, for example, a fan, a propeller. And when the propeller is speeding up, then you can't see the yes, you know, the the parts of the propeller anymore. You cannot see them. It's a swirling, and it looks like there is no propeller at all. So this is also about a high frequency. A high frequency, you cannot see it anymore. A low frequency, you can see. And so the lower frequency cannot see the higher. It only sees the swirling, but the higher is aware of its existence, you can say. So this, yes. And when will this happen? It happens right now. Maybe you made the experience, you walk in the street or in a supermarket and in a grocery store, and nobody, or not nobody, but a lot of people, they do not really recognize you anymore. So this is happening right now, but it will happen more clearly the years, the upcoming years. It is a process, you can say, from year to year more. And we will forget each other when we are such a big difference in frequency. We will forget each other. And it will be our normal reality, like it was never in any other way. This is so important because it is not really that we have a fixed past or a fixed future. Everything is created with the here and now. And when you raise your frequency now, then your past is a new past and your future is a new future. It's not the same old. So maybe you then live in a reality where there is no brother. There is no brother. And you experience the brother, but in a lower frequency. That's possible. Or the brother died or something like this, or went to a lonely island. All is possible. Last question. Dear Silvia, can you meditate on a long haul flight even though you are not grounded? Does that work? I heard that on a long haul flight, the aura disappears and only becomes visible again when you have landed. Can you say something about that? Yes, I can say something about that. That is not true. And I'm a medium. I can see on a high frequency level. And no, you can meditate everywhere at every time. And so it's not a problem of being in a plane or something like this. And your aura is always with you. Your aura is part of you. Your energy system is the root of your being. And so it cannot disconnect from you. So no, your aura is always with you. It's not possible to lose your aura in any way. So, yes, your aura is always intact. Good. Are there any more questions? If you have any questions, missed my question. Both of my ragdoll cats are keeping very close to me lately and very cuddy and loving. Is it the planetary movements? Maybe, yes. Maybe they want to help you to hold a high frequency. Blades, thank you, Marianne. Thank you very much. Life taught me to hate God immensely. That's okay for me. The alt worker. I cannot read it. That's okay if you hate God. That's okay. For me, God is everything. If you hate God, you hate yourself. Does this help you in any way in your life? No. So you're totally free. God loves you unconditional. And this means you can believe what you want. God does not judge you what you believe in, so you can believe in it. Grounding. There's no grounding means we often think grounding means to connect with our feet, with the soil. That's not true. Grounding means mainly to heal your lower chakra. And your lower chakra is about safety, security, your fears. And this means it is about what you believe. And grounding means, and I speak about this in my online courses and also in YouTube so many times, grounding means to really find out your negative limiting beliefs and to let them go. That is grounding. That distracts you from your power. Grounding means to really let go, to find out your negative beliefs and let them go. The movie The Celestine Prophecy 2025 seems to explain higher frequency split happening now. Oh, thank you very much. I'm so happy to finally catch you live. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. How many old souls in the world? I'm not sure, but enough. Enough to change everything. And the game here on Earth changed 2012 when there was the end of the Maya calendar. This was the big change in energy. So we made it. We made it. Nothing will happen. Our upraise, uplift into higher energies. Hello, dear. Thank you. I have a kite, Virgo, Moon, Pisces, Sun. How does the eclipse affect me, Saturn in Aries? Sorry, that's too much with astrology aspects. So you can book a private reading if you want to know it more. Do you think this war, spiritual, will end this year, or do we still have to wait till 2030? I'm tired of this war. Marianne, what you can do is don't be distracted so much from the outside. You do not have to live in war. You do not have to live in war. If you experience war, then ask yourself, why? And maybe you want to join my online course, my mediumship certification program. There are so many high spiritual people there. And it is I really like to connect with those people. And so connect with people who do not experience spiritual war, and live from your heart and find the peace inside of you. So everything is fine. It is all about what we do with the energies. I feel forgiveness is the way as hard as it could be. Please, no judgments. Yes, that's true. Can you advise me how I can protect myself for absorbing everyone's energy? Yes, I can do it. It's all. Why are you absorbing energies from others? You are not really absorbing anything because you are always 100% energy. But you, there is a resonance with what is presented you by the other person. So if you go in resonance, you will experience like something like you are absorbing negative energy. But that's not true. But negative beliefs, they are like you can say, like a stone. They are hard, and the energy is not flowing through. So you have to find out what are your limiting beliefs by feeling, and then solving them and choosing a positive belief. And then your energy frees. And then if somebody goes the way and has this negative energy, you will not experience it anymore, because your positive high frequency is the best protection you have. So then you see nobody else can change your energy, only you, by believing in something that's not true. Donnie, PDF, amen, distract you, remember. God is love. Thank you so much, Silvia, for sharing your knowledge. Thank you so much for being part here of my live stream. Good. How to stop all the wars and violence? Yes, there is one way. And this way is not to change it on the outside by bringing more violence energy into the system. The only way to change it is by changing yourself, letting go of all the negative beliefs. It's always about the negative beliefs. And by really changing your own energy, you will lift up and raise your frequency. And this means we live in an energetic universe. If you raise your frequency, you will be part of a reality in a higher frequency where you do not experience war. I spoke about this also so often that you can see it like a glass of wall between you and those people with really low frequency. You can see what is happening there, but you will not be part anymore of this strong struggle and war. So, how will Israel and the United States be stopped? That's really a good question. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure if it will happen the next 2 weeks, I have to say, because the energies will increase further. But we can always change everything. And yes, maybe they will not have more munition, or what's the English word for munition, or no more rockets, because they have not a big arsenal back. I hope you can understand it. So maybe this can end the war. They have nothing to shoot. anymore. Maybe this could be a problem. In 2 weeks or 3 weeks, they don't have more munition back. Okay, are the different continents of the world separating in frequency? I understand that a society each each creates the federal vibrations. We have to understand, no, don't see it in this material way that this continent has a higher frequency than another continent. No, you can experience everything in different frequency levels. Every continent exists in different frequency levels. And it's about in which level you are, like a radio station, which is the radio station you choose because of your frequency. So everything exists on a lower frequency, in a bad state, you can say, on a higher frequency, in a good healthy way. So it's all about where you are in your frequency. When will Zelensky fall? We will see. I thought about he would fall easier, but something important, we have to look at the sun in the sign of Leo. This is connected in the Ukraine chart in the 8th house, and the sun is there in Leo. I have to check it out. I'm not so sure where the sun is, but this could be, yes, the end of Zelensky. There is a war between Marduk, son of Enki, and Thoth, son of Enlil. It has been going on for millennia. I don't think we don't need this anymore. You can see people are have problems with themselves inside of them. They really experience a war inside of them. So with consciousness, we can solve it. Why care, not duality, is the rule? War and peace are all the same. God is love. If you don't care and relax and say it's always only a game, then you will not really change anything in your life. And this is not my experience. We have free will, and this means you have to, what you think, you have to express it on the outside. And if not, you will not really raise your frequency. It's not about only watching and thinking, oh, good and bad. Okay, let them play. That's not really something that that helps you. We are creator of our reality, and by always only looking and not doing the things we think are the right thing, we will not change anything. Okay, so many commercials. I cannot change it. This is about YouTube. Yes, I can change it afterwards when I have the recordings. Then I can I knock down these commercials. But before, I cannot do it. YouTube does not allow it. So sorry for it. What are the planetary effects on Libra currently? Also, I have seen war in person in Iran as a child and revolution, and believe that nothing worthwhile can be achieved through aggression. That's so true. I heard today that Israel bombed a school or several schools in Iran. It's not good. It's not good. Okay. Peace movements, will this be helpful? The most important peace to create, peace movements are good, but is to find peace inside of you. This is what everybody can do. Find peace in yourself. Ask yourself, why do I experience aggression in my life? When become I furious or something like this? Ask yourself this. Um, when will it become time for new leaders, new politics? I think now it is time. And we can also see that something is happening. Yes, Libra, for Libra. For Libra, Venus is your ruling planet, and Venus will now change into your sixth house, and connects there with Saturn and Neptune. But Venus is there exalted in Pisces. So for you, it is important to really check out your health, do something that helps your health to become better. And now Venus in the fifth house together with retrograde Mercury. Maybe you think a lot about your children, or you think a lot about old lovers. So it's just right now it is about reflection, a lot of reflection. And with Venus in the sixth house, this can bring new good patterns, maybe eating patterns or health patterns into your life. And you have to check Libra rising. I always speak about the rising. There is no sun sign in Vedic astrology. How will the upcoming eclipse affect the energetic field around the world? That's a good question. It will raise the frequency. It will, and I spoke about this, I think, in my psychic update for March, that the electric network around the world will experience an upgrade, you can say. So, but also this cyber attacks and those when it's about blackouts, this can also mean more blackouts with those energies. How can we combine raising frequencies? And a lot of questions today. How can we combine raising frequencies and working to help make the world better together? Yes, most important, it is about what you're doing inside, what you really to resolve all those negative beliefs inside, and then to live the new positive beliefs you choose. Maybe I'm good enough, I'm lovable, and I'm a beautiful soul, and to live it really. What will a beautiful soul experience? And if you are good enough, what will you experience? Do the things that you want to do then, and really do things that brings excitement into your life, joy into your life, happiness into your life. Do the things that really bring these things into your life. YouTube has increased the amount and length of advertising. The ads increased a few months back. It's totally YouTube, don't worry. Yes, I cannot change it. Really, if I could do anything, and they don't pay you a lot of money for doing live streams or something like this. That does really not bring anything. How to deal with narcissistic people who you can't cut out of life, like an ex-partner or work Oh, yes. Yes, you can do a lot to really not connect too much to narcissistic people. And if they really try to get your attention, you can go away the best you can do. And to see them that they really have a problem with their self-worth. And so the best way you can really do to really if it is an ex-partner, then you do not have to connect so much with him, I hope. Maybe if there are children, that's not so easy, but don't react so much on what he tells you. And sometimes it's the best to go away, really to go away and let the people stand there with their with their with everything they want um, to to declare on you. Hope it was the right word. Okay, Aquarius Sadisati. Will things now become better? With the energies right now, difficult. It's difficult, I have to say. But everything changes and it will become better. Do we, by rising vibrations, help Earth to restore? You have to understand there are several versions of Earth, multiple versions of Earth. So by raising your vibration, you connect to a Earth on a higher frequency. Earth with also a raised vibration. So that's fine. Is there a transit or indicator that you have noticed usually points towards meeting a love partner? Yes, it's very much connected with Jupiter. And when Jupiter moves into your 7th house or your 5th house, this can bring new relationships into your life. Or when Jupiter also connects to your Venus, this can also mean that something can happen. So, yes, this is important. So much questions right now. Is explain 3D and 5D shift happening? Do awakened people move to new Earth? Everything exists in the here and now, Nile. This means 3D exists and 5D exists, and you are always on the right planet, on the planet that helps you now to understand more about yourself and to learn more about yourself. So you can only shift into a Earth with a higher frequency by shifting your own frequency. That's the thing you can do. There will not come extraterrestrials with their ships and inviting you. Let's move to 5D. That is not possible. Okay, hi from Pennsylvania. No commercials to complain about. Just had one commercial. Yes, thank you. Which mantras can help raising vibrations? There's a lot. I have an energy healing course. There I share a lot of high frequency meditations. Check it out. It's really a nice course and it's not too expensive. So check my energetic healing course. And I also have a card deck. You might know you can't buy it, I think, just right now in the United States, or maybe we have some back in on Amazon. You can check it out, the Starseed card deck. There are also a lot of mantras and meditations. You can use them to raise your frequency. This is the first time I have took part in a live chat. Wow! I have enjoyed this choice to do so. I live on the island of Kauai, Hawaii. Amazing. That's so nice. Yes, Hawaii, high energy. This is the heart chakra of Earth. Are you a psychic? Which country are you from? Germany. You should check out all my videos. I have several hundred videos on YouTube. I think also on this English channel already. I made a lot of videos, so check it out. So thank you so much. This was amazing. This was really a long live stream. We have 8 o'clock. So have an amazing day, Saturday and Sunday, and really let's bring our love and our light to the people who are now experiencing any kind of suffering, of war, or anything like this. Thank you so much. I love you. I do not see how to end this live stream. That's amazing. Normally, I can see it here. How to stream. They changed the button. So have an amazing day.